Hi friends, it's Sarah from rufflesandrainboots.com, and today I'm making a Dollar Tree witch gnome. There was some frustration, but if you'd like to make it, just boop, stick around. As always, thanks for being here. Please like this video so I know you're here crafting. Here's what we're going to make today. It's got a nice ethereal natural look and it uses Dollar Tree stuff to make it. So let's get quick crafting. So at my Dollar Tree, they had these, I think they're from last year, but they already put out some Christmas, and this is a tinsel tree, but we really just need the cage. I'm also going to be using some leftover faux fur. From the Dollar Tree is a bath poof in black. I'm going to be using a wood ball, a wood bead, a pom-pom, whatever you would like for a gnome nose. And this apple is a Dollar Tree. It's from a different sprig, but I ripped it off. I just liked how shiny it was. And then not from the Dollar Tree, you're going to need some felt. So I removed the tinsel, obviously, and I cut a very large piece of a rectangle-ish shape. That was about the height of the bottom portion of my cage. That's it. It doesn't go all the way around, like there's going to be a big hole at the bottom, but I'm going to fix that in just a second. Okay, so as you can imagine, we're just going to attach the faux fur to the cage. Now, while I'm doing this, I just want to tell you, I edit out some of this video and I edited out a lot of the portion in which I created the apple. The reason is because I absolutely hated it when I made it. Okay, so I'm just going to go through here and do this. And while I do, let me know down in the comments, do you go all out for your Halloween decorations or do you keep it chill? We keep it pretty chill. All right, so now I'm making sure that this is all attached all the way around, and I know the hole in the back, but I promise I'll get to it. So I'm going to be using this as regular felt, and you can just roll it around. If you're new to making gnomes and you want to make this easy, make a rectangle, tuck it under. But if you want to do it like a different way, just line up the top of the cage 1 inch down from a corner of the felt. Add about an inch at the bottom, roll it around, make sure it overlaps, and that's your hat. I'm going to draw you a little shape here. I would recommend you using chalk, or a pencil even would show up here, and just give you an idea of the cone shape. Look. It's not even connected. Here, I'll connect it for you. But it's just like that. If you fold that in half and line up those long straight edges, it's really easy to cut. Additionally, I'm going to cut the the portion that's folded over. I'm just going to kind of tip up my scissors a little bit, and that's going to give me a nice little bump for the nose. So this is only one way to make this. I believe I've shown in the past that if you're making a witch, you can actually put the hat on first and then use the beard to cover up the bottom of the hat. You can do it. The hat's made the same way. Either way, you're going to be gluing this big cone portion right to the cage. And when you do that, you're basically securing the hat down. You can even glue it to the top of the very fur or the plastic bar like the crossbars. So I'm just gluing it all the way up. And for those of you who still have fingerprints, use a finger protector or a spatula for face masks from the Dollar Tree at this very top portion here. So I'm just going to push down this other portion right into the top, and it makes a nice little cone shape. So push that down and push it together, and now we have a cone and a big hole in the back of our fur. But I promise I'll get to it. For the brim of the hat, again, doesn't matter if you put the fur on later or now, you can just take a piece of fur and fold it over to about the size you want, meaning the width. So width. And so what I'm going to do is just eyeball this on the width, fold it over, and cross cut. So like this. So it's like a little plus. Now, this is going to give me an opportunity to cut it in small sections, little additions, and then I'm just going to slip it over the top of the gnome hat. There you go. And if you like where it falls, you're golden. Now, you can actually trim down these little triangles and cover this section up with a big ribbon, but if you want to do it another way, here's that other way. Tuck in all of those triangles to point down toward the beard, cut to your size, get better scissors, and cut the outside edge into a rounded off shape This is not our last time we'll cut or trim this, but you can just give you an idea of how big your brim is or how big you may want it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these triangles down. You see that? Like how they're at the edge of the bottom of the hat. See, pulling it down. And then I'm going to go in through the top and just add glue here. And when you press it, it will cover. And so now you can just see underneath there's a triangle. You're going to cut that off, lining up with the bottom of the felt you had already attached. This is an easy way to make a witch hat. It's quick, it's dirty, but it works. And again, if you put the beard on last, you don't even have to trim the triangles. Easy peasy. I try to bring you all easy designs. Let me know what you think of this easy witch hat. If you would actually put the witch hat on first and then cover up the triangles with the beard. I think I may do that next time. But you see that little bump out for the nose? That's where we're going to glue my little guy. So I'm going to be using a wood flat back. So this is like a half wood ball, but you can use anything you want. Now, while I'm holding that and it's being secured with glue, I'm going to pinch this little section at the top. And apparently I have a pokey part right here. Okay, so what I need to do is glue this down so my brim always stays down, because it'll stay down if you push it, but I want it to always stay down. So I'm going to add glue right to the top of the nose and then right to the edge of this felt and just glue down my brim. Now for the apple, I added the hot glue in like drips. And then I painted it green. And then I even lacquered it so it would be super shiny. I wrapped the brim with a piece of the Dollar Tree bath poof. And I glued it in place, not on the hat, but knotted together because it won't stay. And then I tuck in this little apple, trim my ribbon, and I even glued it down, which I hate now, but while I'm deciding whether or not I like it, I'm going to glue on this little patch of fur in the back to cover it. Decide I absolutely hate the apple, and then I like these little wispies on that, but the color's wrong. Look, this is a Hobby Lobby fall candle ring, and it comes apart super easily. So I'm going to pop this guy off, cut the, whatever wire, and then I'm just going to start tucking this in to see. And y'all, I loved it. Let me know what you think of it. Would you have done the apple? I don't know. I just couldn't style it the way I wanted. So I covered up my big whoopsie with that hot glue with one of the burlap leaves, and then just gathered this, tucked it around, put the vines around, twirled them a little bit around my fingers, and that was it. Now, I like how it looked, but I would love to hear what you think of this. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Would you make this? Do you have everything you already need to make this? Most of us have a lot of Dollar Tree stuff, but as always, thanks for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe for more crafty fun.